Hey everybody, it's Wolfie here, and today we are playing Spyro the Dragon. Now, I know that in our lifetime we have all at least played Spyro once. If not, well, here I got it for you. We can play it here together. We have seen that the next Spyro remake is going to be coming out, where they're going to be rebooting our favorite game, and I am more than excited. Now, I've had the idea to be playing this game for a while, even before they even mentioned the reboot thing, and I still am going to do this, and I'm going to play the reboot as well. But I wanted to go back into my original roots of coming in here to play this game. So we are going to jump in together and play some Spyro. I plan on doing the whole playthrough for you guys so we can all, witness the fun together. I don't know if I'm going to 100% it. I mean, I've done it a lot, but I don't know if I want to do it for the video per se. So I'll do my best, but I doubt I'm going to do it. I'll try. So instead of talking about the game, how about we get into it? And I have been dying to play this for quite some time. I mean, it's been, I don't know how many years since I've played a good old-fashioned Spyro game. Sitting down, the last one that I played.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful here in the
I don't know,
Worlds,
actually.
or is it
Game Boy Advance, maybe.
for a Dragon's Age? We now have 12,000 treasure.
Oh,
or
gosh.
is it for
The graphics are amazing. Even
What
for
about
now.
this Ganasty Gnorc character? Now I understand he's found a magic spell
Ganasty
to
Gnorc.
turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty North.
His voice is
a
hot.
simple creature. Vampire. He has been contained in a remote world.
I'd be Spyro, the one at the bottom, and be like, hey, I'm over here.
Rat. Besides, he is ugly. That.
He's not ugly. This is when all breaks loose.
Looks like I've got some things to do.
Remember when he used to talk? The good old days when Spyro had a voice and was allowed to be a part of the adventures instead of being that silent protagonist that doesn't fly.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world. Then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
Oh, the
What about
balloons.
Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I
So
can
much
tell you.
courage. We have to save all of our friends. That's first things first. Okay. Now, it has definitely been some time.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torture
Oh, he's so cute.
Keep your horns on, Spyro. You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and
Yeah,
protecting
everybody knows
you.
Sparks.
Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
Everybody remembers back when he went. Like, that was an adventure in itself. Just listening to that. Oh, jeez. Oh my goodness. Remembering controls. Oh, goodness gracious. Man, I remember our little blue friends. The ones that steal all of our eggs. Mm-hmm. That was the best part of all of it. Was going after the egg people. The
Hey,
thieves.
Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks, plummeting into prehistoric glaciers.
If I could fly.
That.
Man. Psh. Well, it'll be fine. But thanks for the warning. I could barely run in a straight line now, so that helps. It's one of those things where you want to reminisce on the good old days. And that's the whole reason why I wanted to play this, was it's always coming back to the roots. Like, I never played Crash Bandicoot, which, you know, I regret not doing. And it's one of those games that I definitely plan on trying at some point. But there's just the good old Spyro. Like, you can't go wrong with that. Spyro is what it is with Spyro. Oh my goodness. Of course I'd miss. I'm still getting used to the everything, so give me a minute. If it ever came down to, oh my goodness, to actually having to pick between like any games to play, like in general, like going around and playing any of like the old style or new style games, I'd have to say I would totally binge hard. Ugh, this is hard, not being able to turn my camera, which I don't know why I can't. Anyway, the newer styled ones, you know, the graphics, you can see sweat going down their face, each strand of hair. But like, there's nothing wrong with going with like the classic Spyro look, where everything is super, super basic. And it's like one of those situations where it's needed. These graphics are swell as it is. Like, I can't wait to see what they do with this up and coming reboot, because if I could see each individual Spyro scale, pff, I'll take it. Spyro is one of those games that I have been waiting for the reboot for a very long time, and once they started going relatively downhill with some of the games that they were playing, oh goodness, I don't know, some of the things that they were doing just wasn't up to my speed. I wasn't a fan.
Welcome to Town Square, Spyro. Begin exploring by gliding to that
Man, I
area
remember
with the
doing
ball.
this, the luchadors
Use
with the
the
bowls.
L2 and R2 buttons to get a good look.
Oh, there's the camera. Yeah, I knew that. Oh my goodness, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. See, I just feel so dumb. Okay, so like that. Got it. Duh. I can do this. This is gonna take me some time to get used to this. I don't know why. So it definitely comes down to the point of how much Spyro can one person play. Well, let me tell you. Oh my goodness. I played Spyro back to back to back to back to back. Like, it was I would come home from school, and the first thing that I would do when I come home from school is I would play Spyro. Spyro was super big in my household. Oh my goodness. It was super big for just me in general. Me and my brother would come home, we'd sit down. He didn't really play the games I did, more or less. I played Spyro all the time. I played N64 games and all sorts of things. Like, along those lines, I would come home and play. Once we got the PlayStation 1 in the house, though, it was a big deal to be able to come home and try something totally new and different that we never expected to see, and it was cool to be able to try something new. That I was mind blown over the fact that my mom went out and got the PlayStation 1 and let us all play the
I had the worst itch on the tip of my wing. Oh, did you know
the
that
weirdest
you
of
get your
games.
longest glides by pressing X at the very top of your jump?
Nope, not what I meant to do. Sorry, lad. I feel so clumsy playing this. I hear our favorite friend. Hello. Oh goodness. Oh man. These levels are so short too sometimes. I can't. And just, oh my goodness, I remember this all like it was only yesterday, you know? It's one of those things.
Spyro.
Now,
Did you see a man dressed
did
in
any of
blue
you ever
running
have
around
like
here?
a
He's
favorite
thief,
dragon?
and he's
Like,
stolen a dragon egg. You've got to track him down and get that egg. Run! Run! I'm getting a little winded.
oh boy. Ever have like a favorite one of these guys' voices that you just particularly loved? Just how they sounded? Because you know that they had that one voice that just either made you cringe, made you giggle at it, that you're just like, oh, this is what I'm playing with, huh? Type of thing. Oh, goodness. I know what I'm doing, I promise. I've done this before. Done this a lot. It's just this whole control thing. There we go. Oh, back to this, huh? Going all around and chasing him through town. Not as hard as I thought it was gonna be. Collecting these eggs was the epitome of everything that could go wrong in this game. That much I do remember. Like, there's only so many different things that you can do with this type of game. Like when they first started making it, and I totally get that. But I have some perfect ideas. The level design of each of these maps was just phenomenal. Like, even if it's basic, like the purple mountain backdrop with the orange sky, super basic, and we know that. But it's still just, it's pretty, it works. It's something that everybody can get behind, everybody can love the level design. The character, Spyro himself, is just absolutely, absolutely adorable. And it's, I loved it. I still do.
Thank you for releasing me.
That was basic, but okay. You're welcome, I guess. Pretty sure I did everything in this level. I'm gonna save real fast, just so I have the save. Cool, thanks. Just so I have it. So, that's one level done. I know it's much later on, but I know which level I dislike the most, the one that's the hardest for me, or was always very, very difficult for me to do growing up, was the one in the treetops. I think some of you should know what I'm talking about. Doing the speed ramp to get back all the way down. Oh, I forgot about those orb things you collect. You can get enough around your head, you get a life. I mean, you guys should know that. You should. No! I'm gonna get it. I'm not gonna give up that easily. Okay. So that's one part done. I don't know which game I like the most out of all these games. I don't know if I have like a preferred favorite game out of all these or not. I mean, like I said, you can't go wrong with a classic. Classics are always nice. Spyro's fun. I love it to death. But is it my favorite? I don't know. I'd have to say it is. Collecting the statues was really fun. The collecting dragonflies, I don't know if that was as fun for me. I don't know if I particularly cared for it. A lot of people had some angry words for it. I guess I would say that I was okay with it. It wasn't like horrible or anything. It wasn't one of those games where it's like, oh god, why am I even bothering to play this? It's ruining the game. And I don't think it really ruined the game for me. Everyone complained a lot about the, oh shoot, I'm gonna go back first. The, Game Boy Advance ones. See, I didn't have an issue with those either. Yeah, it was a little redundant. It was a little stupid. But it's not like it was horrible either. Like, it wasn't... It could have been executed better, but I didn't really mind it. It was one of those games where you could enjoy yourself, sit down while you're on a vacation or something, and work with it. It wasn't hard. It wasn't too. It was easy. Fall off the level really easy. People didn't like that.
Dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home.
I like this
But
voice.
first, let me tell you
It's not my
a
favorite.
story.
No thanks. See ya.
He knows what's up. Old people and their stories. Now, I don't know with everybody else that have played this, like, how quickly that they got through the games when they were little, how each seeing an objective, like kind of like with the last level when we jumped around the cliffside and you had to go around in order to get onto that ledge. Now, how long did it take some of you, like honestly take some of you to actually figure out some of these things? Like, it's not like we could go and Google them at the time. Like, at the time, we were given the game, we were told to sit down and work on it, and we did. And we worked on it for days and days and days until we finally got it. But honestly, how long did it take some of you to actually figure some of these things out? And I'm sorry, I'm missing some of these things out. It's frustrating me too. To actually figure out a game, like to actually figure out that key part that you need to know
When you free a dragon
in order
step
to
on one of
continue.
their platforms, you're saving your progress. That
Your
could be useful
progress.
if you
I
run
love
into
that.
trouble. Not that you
God, I would love
ever
to be able
run
to
into
voice
trouble,
act in
Spyro.
a game, to play a character, even if it's a line. I'd love to do it. Oh, do you guys remember Summer? Summer the Fawn? She was so cute. I loved her voice. She did an awesome job voice acting. Whomever it is, I didn't pay attention, I'll be honest. Paying attention to voice actresses and stuff like that in games, yeah, I never really paid attention. It's just too much work. But I respect them. I respect what they've done. I respect what they do. I respect that they still get calls.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
I wonder how much time it took for them to be able to have all these dragons move specifically the way that they want them to. Oh, that must have taken so much work. Because I mean, I've never worked on a game before, but I could imagine that it would take quite some time. I can't remember where I've been and where I haven't been. I went in there. So it's the other one. Duh. Only 3 places to go, and of course I screw that up. Each individual noise that they had to put into this game, absolutely wonderful. It's definitely this game time consuming to sit there and like go through and collect each individual piece and blah blah blah. And you know, a lot of people aren't quote unquote perfectionists for this game. They don't really care if they collect everything. They don't really care how if they make it through something or they don't or whatever. I mean, I was always a perfectionist, still am. I love achievement
my
hunting.
Friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the X button at the top of a jump, and try pressing the
And they
triangle
had to sit
button
there and
to drop down
say
in
it through
mid-flight.
dragons. Thanks, Sar. Super helpful. Yep, totally lost what I was saying. But, I am still super curious about your guys' gameplay styles. Like, I I like it, like I said, I'm super into collecting every little thing that I possibly can in a game, and finding every little secret and detail, and it was just always so much fun to be able to go through these levels and you think that you found something completely new, and the adventure just kept going and getting bigger and bigger, and you knew that you were doing something super different than the last. And I don't know if that makes any sense. I had super fun playing these games. I loved every ounce of every game I played. Oh Jesus, God, that's so far away. Come back, man. I'm gonna go on the other side and go collect those gems. I know you saw the twinkles as much as I did. I don't want to frustrate you people. Like I said, I am gonna try to do the full run of this and actually collect everything, and I'm gonna do my best. But if I miss it, I probably won't go back and find it because I'm lazy like that. But I will try. Do you guys remember running into these and being like, oh, well, fine. End of the level? I get it. Every little detail in this game was thought of precisely, and you knew it was. Everything that they did for this game, they tried their hardest to make the game fun and make it different than something you've done before, which I totally respect every ounce of this game, every ounce of creativity that went into it. It's one of those games that'll live in my heart forever, and when it comes out as a remastered, I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna get a PS4 for it, and I'm gonna play the hell out of it, and I'm excited. I don't know. Everyone says that they like the newer version of Spyro better. Like for, I can't remember the name of the last game was that they made that, you know, before they turned him into a Skylanders, which is completely dumb. They ruined him. Before that, his last game that he played, I think that the detailing on Spyro at that point was absolutely gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. But, I don't know if I like it as much as this older one. The older style of Spyro, I think, is my favorite. God, I love that little eye blinking noise that they do. That's so cute. Come on. Okay. Now, out of all this first level's maps, I haven't gotten to my favorite yet. These are definitely not my favorite. I have one. Oh, shoot. Oh, goodness. I messed that up. Yeah, I know. Shield guy, I was supposed to not flame him. Yeah, I'm supposed to do that. Oh, do you guys remember the big guys like that? Where their range was so much more than we could have ever dealt with at our time. And now it's like, oh, I'm playing Spyro. I'm only, what, 20 years old? No big deal. I can kill him now. No problem. Go straight down. Whoopsies. I remember this. Figuring these things out for the first time when you were little. Ugh, what a pain. Now it's like, I got this. I wonder who came up with all these names.
Spyro.
Too bad they're not more relevant names.
Use the triangle button when you want to zoom in and look around. Oh, your secret's safe with me.
Cute. I love his voice. He's just so cute when he's at this age. He's like a newbie. Oop, of course I did that. My bad. Don't worry, I plan on not dying in this game. No promises, but I'll try. because it wouldn't be a Spyro game if I didn't die. I mean, of course, there's people that are like, ugh, perfection of this game, and they're absolutely freaking awesome at it, and I'm just some average schmo. But this average schmo played this game a lot. I beat this game alone definitely more than 30 times before the next one came out. You know what? I like Ripto's Rage. That one was fun. I really did enjoy finding the dragon eggs and with the sorceress and all that. That one was fun too. The storyline in that one was cute. I enjoyed it. It'd help if I wasn't dumb, huh? I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Like, I know what I'm getting myself into. I know where I need to be. It's just not happening. This frog's gonna be the death of me. Man, these games. Just all the work they put into it. I'm super glad someone just came up with this idea for this. Because it's just the best. It's just the best. I'd play this game every single day until I die, if I had to. Probably shouldn't get so close, because knowing me, I'd be the one that would step on it. Clumsy like that. I think I've done that once or twice.
With the club cannot be charged, but a quick flame, that should defeat them.
I'm glad they told me that after I'd already gone through like 6 of them. Oopsies. I hear that blinking. Oh, come on. I am, however, I'm gonna do this areas at a time. That's what I decided I'm gonna do 100%. Is because I feel like that these levels go by reasonably fast, and I don't want to make the episodes too long. I'm not gonna really do much editing unless I really, for some reason, I'm just having an issue getting through an area. I'll cut some chunks out. I shouldn't, of course. It'd be mostly me being done with the controller. But hopefully the gameplay for everybody will be super enjoyable and just relaxing to be able to play side by side with somebody. Like, if you guys want to play with me, let's do this. Like, I got this. Love Spyro.
Oh,
everything
you.
about it.
I wasn't sure if you'd escape those annoying little creatures. Of course, they wouldn't bother me, but here's a hint.
That's because you're
Metal armor is
gargantuan.
fireproof, but a charge attack will take care of them.
Thank God I already did this then, huh? Or else I'm doing everything out of order because I'm doing it based on I remember where I'm supposed to go in a game. I don't remember if I collected all the gems. Yes, I did. Okay, I don't play by the rules. I play by a smart, strategic way. I do plan on playing all the Spyros at some point. At some point, like, this is my goal for this channel, is I want to be able to play all the Spyro games. Ugh. She's cute. I like her little red boots, shoes, things. Adorbs. Love it. Making way. Nice. I remember looking at these maps when I first started playing, and I'd be like, well, I know that it's gonna be game over for me, because, you know, you'd stare at them and be like, why do I have this gem, like, at least 6 missing, and what am I missing in it to make it that specific amount, and what could I do to fix all this, and blah blah blah. And it's like, oh yeah, just be better at the game and look out for every individual little twinkle sparkle. Oh, when I came around the corner the first time in this game, when I played it the first time, and I saw that, freaking mortified that I saw this giant face. But it was an awesome concept. Like I said, I love this concept. They come up with just
do that again.
The
best stuff.
Through a portal behind me. You can challenge him now if you feel you are ready.
Oh, I'm always ready. It's just a little bit of smoke out the nose. Pfft. But nah. We're gonna go back. I'm gonna go do the secret spot. The spot that everybody knows. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The spot. So does everybody remember doing this and being like, oh, there's gotta be something super specific that I need to do? And then that appeared and you're like, oh, I just came up with something amazing. It took me a long time to figure that out. The first time. I wouldn't say a long time. It was just one of those things where I was like, oh, I can do it. I think. I hope. Okay, remember when I said that thing about not dying? Yeah, I was lying. But at least you don't actually lose lives, so it's okay. I never really had a specific way to do this. I never really came up with a plan or a path of how to go through this. Oh my god. I'm gonna mess this up the first time, but I will get it right the second time. Promise. Probably should have done this last so I would have came into these tunnels with more time instead of having to backtrack. I think I might do this first next time. The arches, if I don't make it. Arches will definitely be first. They have the most time added to them, but they take the longest time to be able to get to them. The chests are relatively back to back, which would make it super easy. I'm gonna do the planes, which I shouldn't be doing it from this direction. Oh boy. Okay. Messing this up already. Stop timing me. Oh man. Of course. Oh goodness. Of course. I would miss that. Okay. Try this again. We're gonna do arches first, which I'm probably doing this wrong. We'll get over it. Like I said, it takes the longest to do. Like, these ones are so spread apart, and it eats away at your time. There's at least a second in between each time that you take or you lose one, and that's the crappiest part about it. But makes for a good competition. Makes it challenging. Am I not doing this the way that it's intended to be done? Probably. Last plane, come here. Thank you. Arches. Pain in the asses. Okay, so here comes the pain in the butt one. Hoping this will get me to the chest area. I won't have to backtrack. I'm hoping. Shoot! I knew I would miss. No, 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 no. Goodness wobbles. Did I scare you when I went down to 4 seconds? I had it. I had it the whole time. I did it? See, I knew I could do it. Psh. Okay, so let us continue forward. Probably gonna go to the dragony snout thing now, since we got all that done. Let's go, toasty it is. It kind of reminds me of getting Swifty, but I'm not. Oh man. Boy, do I remember this like the back of my hand. The first time I played this map, I literally was scared of those little dogs the whole time. Pain in the ass, dog. Yep, I remember this. Every ounce of playing this level was fear. I do remember this. I remember rounding the corner. I don't know if it was at the very beginning here. I think it was. And being just fearful of these little doggies. Because these guys would always whack me. They would always hit me. And oh god, it was the most irritating thing on the planet. But I got through the level eventually. Oop. Oopsies. It took some time. Definitely took some time for me to figure out this level. And to get over the whole dog thing. But eventually I did. And I think I did a pretty good job. Except for there. So yeah, the not dying thing. I said it was a trial and error. Just enough for me to get past this part. What do you mean? Here I am so much later in my life and I still suck at this. And you know what? Take it. Eat it. And I know that, yep, doggy right there. I'm just gonna let him squish me. Whatever. I'd never make it otherwise. I promise I've played this game before. Just gonna run past all this. What kind of reach do these things have? Come on. Man, I want to play with Sergeant Penguin. At least I know he won't beat my ass in. With a freaking stick, no less. This makes me want a dog really bad. I miss mine. Nevin. How many different names have we seen that's been like that? Devin, Nevin, Kevin, Levin.
In charge of the artisan world.
Bring 'em on. I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. This boss has many tricks up his sleeve.
Don't get overconfident now, Spyro. You might just kick their face in. I remember looking at this and going, there ain't no way. There is no way I can do this. This boss is too hard. And then you heard the sheep thing. I remember that. when I first started playing this game, you know, super long time ago. I used to play it with at my grandmother's house, so she would watch me play this and she'd egg me on and tell me I could do it, and the creatures weren't as bad as they were. And then we saw the sheep on the stilts, and it was the funniest thing we ever saw, and ever since then it's been a hoot and a holla. I remember all these little cute little things about this game that we had to do. Perfect. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Well, we're gonna turn this down a little bit. So far, so good. Going back and playing with my grandma, and she'd be right there egging me on, blah blah blah. And we were talking about it lately, and I was like, yeah, you remember the good old days when we used to play Spyro together? And she's like, every ounce of it. Like, I know it's not one of those, you know, family-oriented games, and it's not one of those things you'd be like, oh, I'm gonna play with my grandma. But, you know, we went outside, we played video games every now and then. Whoop-de-doo-dah. It was fun, it was great, and it was a memory worth living for. Even I used to have my grandma play like snowmobiling games with me, and we used to play dirt biking games, and it was always an adventure at Grandma's house with Spyro, and I wouldn't trade it. Whew. Marco the Balloonist. Sweet. Peacekeepers, let's go. Going to the next world for the first time and seeing all the new change in the world. Going to the deserts. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Ooh. This feels good. This feels good. Look at that. I hunted it. I hunted it. Good thing I don't have to go back, because I would have had to have done that on my off time. And I don't feel like it. However, I am going to end it here. I went through that whole first round with you guys. Oh, the nostalgia. The looking back and seeing how this game plays. The listening to Spyro again, hearing his voice. All the dragons, all the thieves, and the monotonous coin collecting. Completely worth it. Every second of it. Seeing Sparks again. Going back to the levels I knew I wasn't good at, but here I am again. Collecting statues and all of that. It's just, there's so many memories just flooding. Like, I can remember each of these levels and me staying up and being there with people and just doing it till I completed it. And it was the best feeling in the world. And it still is to come back to this. And I cannot wait to see what the reboot looks like for this. Like I said, I do want to know how you guys played, how your style was. Were you a completionist? Were you, I don't really care, I'm here for the game type of thing? And what kind of stories do you have to tell with this game? Because I have plenty that I plan on telling. Leave a comment below, for sure. I'd love to read it, I'd love to hear about it, I'd love to respond back about it. So, with that, if you guys like this video and you want to see me play even more, which I'm gonna, no matter what for this game, I'm gonna play the whole thing. But hit that like button, I'd love to see it. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when I'm gonna play the next Spyro game when it's out, and you can love that too, and we can sit down and play some more together. And with that, everybody remember to howl on!